and welcome back. I'm Emily, and today I'm going to show you a little bit about my inspiration binders. In a video that I put out yesterday, I just talked about 15 different ways to kind of fix if you are in a creative slump, and this is one of the things I had suggested. So I have two different binders. This one says Create, and this one says Classes, and this is just kind of what I use to help myself get excited about being creative again when I really need some help. So I'll go through the classes one. This binder is from the Dollar Tree, and I made these all by myself. This one actually I think was originally a happy planner for like the big giant planner. One of the dividers that I just put regular hole punches in, and sorry, that's my dog. And then I stapled another label on top for what I needed, and then used a regular piece of paper on the other side to cover up the calendar that was on there. So how I do these is I just have them in alternate little tabbies, and these are all of the classes that I've taken or something that's really similar to a class. So this is an inky quill class, and then any printables that you get for the class, I just print out and put in here. So if I want to redo a class, I also have just different things that were on Patreon, a lot of Victoria Marie stuff. She does a ton of really fun things to kind of get your self going again. Some on her YouTube channel and some on her Patreon. So these are just different crops that they've done, different things that are just really fun to kind of have fun with. So these were virtual crops that I did. I'm a little behind on other ones, but this kind of gives me a way of organizing all of my classes that makes it easy to find when I want to do them again. And I paid money for these, so I want to make sure that I know where the stuff is to do them again, because I'm cheap, and if I'm actually paying for something, then I want to remember how I can do it again. This is my other one. This is my Create binder. This is also from the Dollar Tree. These little plastic things I do buy at the Dollar Tree as well, and you can just put your little tabs in there saying what they are. So here's the extra little tabs. I got these on clearance at the grocery store right after the school supply stuff went on clearance. So that's why these are super fancy and not homemade. So this is my sketches section. This is by person. So I like to, if I can and can remember who created them, I like to give credit for that. So sometimes there's just unknown sketches out there, or unknown images that someone has taken a picture of their layout that they've made. People, when you take a picture of your layout, please put your name on the bottom. I like knowing who creates things. Sometimes people put it on Instagram, so I try to make sure that I remember on Instagram who it is, but I really like knowing who creates the things. So this is sketches by the individual person. So here's inky quill. So these are all for sketches, and I print them out and glue them down, and so I remember who does them. These are all Victoria Marie ones that she's done, and she has a ton. I've said before, she has so many good sketches. Paige Evans, I love Paige Evans' style. She's really, really fun. So these are any that I found on Instagram that she's created. So I've printed them off. I've screenshotted them, printed them off on my printer, and glued them to some paper. So that way, if I'm I really want to do a Paige Evans layout, then I can put it in. This is some that Hip Kit Club have created. So I like how Hip Kit Club does this little thing at the bottom where it says it's Hip Kit Club, it's a design team project, and then who makes it. So that way I can give them credit if I am inspired by other things. Here's certain ones Paper Issues has done. Cocoa Vanilla. Laura Whitaker. She has a whole free sketchbook online. It's beautiful. Here's Page Maps. They have a ton of free sketches as well. I go through and just pick the ones that are my style, but you could print off thousands of pages if you wanted. This is Creative Scrappers. I found these all on Pinterest. And Erica Breslin, who is a new girl to me, but I love her style. She is fabulous. Shandi is a newer one to me too, but I really love her sketches. She does some free digital files sometimes with her sketches too, which is really nice. Shamel, who everyone knows Shamel, she's fabulous. Her and her son are like the cutest thing in the entire universe. And then this is sketches by theme. So if these are just generic ones, if I have the person, and then these are just inspiration. So if I have a pet that I want to scrapbook, here are some pet ones. So these are just really sweet ones that I have found on Pinterest or on Instagram. Here are Disney themes. So some of these I know who created them, but sometimes I don't, and I wish that I did. But their stuff is super, super cute, and I love this. This one's Shamel, so if it's in a couple of these are Shamel. So, I mean, I know some of them who they are because I just know their style. So this is all Disney stuff. This is any sports ones themed I like. School. So if I'm like, I'm going to do a school project one and I need some inspiration for the school picture, I can go off of these and check. So here are zoo themed. I do a lot of zoo layouts. It's a lot of zoo with my family. Travel, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day. Here's anything that is autumn or fall themed. Lots and lots of these. Then we have Halloween, and these are just 2 pieces of decorative 8.5 by 11 paper that I stuck together and put some holes in. And then I have a tab punch somewhere. Here it is. This is my favorite punch. It's a tab punch. And if you fold your paper over and then put the edge of the fold there, you can make these. Or if you don't care, you can just make the one-sided. So here's Halloween. I love to scrapbook Halloween. So I have a ton of Halloweens. Any birthday layouts that I have. I love these. I'm super excited to try something like this because I have a ton of number stickers that would be fabulous on that. I have a lot of birthday ones. And here's Christmas. So lots and lots and lots and lots of Christmas ones. So like every day, I usually give myself about 15 minutes on Instagram a day, just to kind of see what people have been creating. So I just go through my screen, all the people that are in here I follow just a lot of 12 by 12 people on Instagram. So I just take screenshots and then print them off later. And like I said, if I have who creates them, then I always try to give them credit if I redesign it. But I love having people give me inspiration because that's why I put my stuff out there, is so that other people are inspired by me. So here's these. This one's really gorgeous. This was by the Paige Evans design team. It's like lots of layers. I think that's really pretty on a big giant picture. So, and then these are just some random ones that are nothing too particular. Then this is where I get all of my title inspiration if I need some title love. There are lots and lots of different places that you can find titles. They have some websites. I think there's one that's called Titles Please that just has all the different titles. So this is all of the different titles that I found. A lot of them were on Pinterest. If you just like look up 4th of July titles, you can put all your 4th of July titles. So sometimes when I am I'm just not really feeling like getting super creative, but I still want to do something that is helpful, then I will go through and start adding some more titles to my stuff. So some have a lot, some don't have a ton. Then I have quotes that I found that I just really, really like. So it's just something fun. Sometimes it's a little bit more serious. Sometimes it's sillier. Anytime I find a quote. So this is a lot of Disney quotes here. Sometimes I like to add a quotes. These are different challenges that I found on Patreon, on Instagram. Sometimes these are ones people will do on their YouTube channel. So I'll just like write them down really fast so I remember to do them later. Here are some challenges people have just put up on Instagram. So I've screenshotted those because I'm not doing it right now because I'm not doing Halloween at the moment. But when I'm doing Halloween ones, I'll go back and look through this. but just a lot of different. This was a hip kit one that they were doing, just a tic-tac-toe challenge. So I just wrote that down real fast. These are a ketchup challenge. One of my favorite YouTubers did of that. Here is just a Vicky Booten thing that she just put out one day, and I just printed it. Here's some challenges. Just so like anything people... So this is Lauren Henders. She did a challenge on YouTube one day, and I didn't have time to do it then, so I wrote down her challenge really fast. So one day if I need something to do, I can do that. Here's an Inky Quill challenge off Patreon. Here's some of her journaling prompts and some Christmas prompts. A bunch of her grab fives. I love Adele. She's adorable. And just some extra paper, so if I want to write it down. But this is kind of the gist of my inspiration binder. My classes used to be in here, but I overflowed. So classes has its own one now. But I hope that helps. I hope that all that stuff that you save online, sometimes if you just print it off, then it actually gets completed. Because so on Pinterest, I think I have like 20,000 pins, and that's a lot. So I start going through them one after another and just kind of being like, I'm never going to do this, or I'm going to do this, and make some choices and decisions. And that helps kind of make things easier for me. So hopefully you're inspired by this. If you have not watched the tips that I put up from yesterday, I will link that down below. And have a great day. And if you have any questions, please put them down below. And I'll see you soon. Bye.